Hey guys, I'm back. Going to show you a few more books. I'm going to try and speed this along today a little bit because I'm going to try and get through a few more books than I usually get through. So we can get started right away. The first book here I have is Sergeant Fury and His Howling Commandos, issue number 78. Came out May 1970. Cover artist John Severin. Not a really expensive book. I think in Near Mint you're only looking at about $30 for this, but I like it. Picked this up at the last Comic-Con for $10. I think I got a pretty good deal on it because there's not a whole lot wrong with this book. The corners, I think there's a small, I think one of the corners at the bottom is a small little bit of a bend, but other than that, there's not a whole lot wrong with this book. No, this is a trade paperback. I think it covers the first 10 issues. The only reason I'm showing you this is because it's signed by Mike Golden. I really like Mike Golden's work. I grew up with his work, you know, in the 80s. He did work for the Micronauts, Star Wars, obviously the Nom as well. And I really like his style. It's very unique. Very a little bit different than a lot of other guys out there, but I really gravitate towards it. G.I. Joe number 5. This came out November 1982. Hard to believe it's 32 years old already. And again, it's also hard to believe how cheap these books are. I mean, a G.I. Joe number 5 in near mint condition is only going to run you around $10. With the popularity of the movie series and the toys and you know, the comics is still going. I'm surprised these haven't done better than they've done. But I like it, and again, the stories are, you know, I think I picked up the first 15. The stories are so-so, but the cover art is really cool, and I just kind of like the whole idea of G.I. Joe. And I know a lot of people are really into it. Ooh. Bump my camera there for a sec. Hope it's still in focus. Iron Man number 11, Unmasked. March 1969. This is a really cool book. Now, the thing with this book is when I first bought it, I thought it was just in beautiful condition. I mean, if you're buying a near mint copy of this book, you're looking at about $100. And the price of, you know, $35, and I talked him down to $30, gave me $5 off it. And, you know, for the most part, there's nothing wrong with this book except for one thing. I don't know if you can see it, but running about 3/4 of the way up a spine is a line. It's hard to see, but it's definitely there. Now it doesn't look like a bend, but it looks like somebody maybe took a piece of paper and put it on the cover, and then drew a line on that piece of paper. And when they pulled the piece of paper away, the line kind of, there's like an indentation of the line in the book. So it's a shame because other than that, this book is in really nice condition, and yeah, it's a shame. Now again, I paid 30 bucks for it, so I don't think I get ripped off. I don't think I got a deal, but I don't think I got ripped off either. Star Wars 38. Again, not expensive book. Near mint, you're only looking at about 12 bucks. What I do, obviously I'm showing it to you because it's, again, signed by Mike Golden. I really like Mike. There's a picture on the back there. Got him to sign it. Took his picture. I like about Mike is he doesn't charge to autographs. I mean, obviously a lot of artists don't charge, but I've heard lately that some of the more popular artists are starting to charge a fee when you take in to sign the books. I think I took Mike about 5 books on that day. He signed them all, and yeah, so it was really great. So I've always gravitated towards his work. Star Wars #1. I really like this book. Now, considering the age of the book, it came out in '77, and the popularity of obviously of Star Wars, this book is not very expensive. Near mint, you can pick this one up for like 100, 120 bucks at most. And yeah, so I mean, I think, you know, when the next set of films comes out, this book is going to do really, really well. Word of note, I'll mention, I'm sure most of you already know this, but if you have the 35-cent cover, that is a real rarity. You're sitting on $35,000, $4,000, you know, possibly if you've got a nice copy of the 35-cent cover. I heard that one CGC 9.9 35-cent cover sold at auction last year for $20,000. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that, and I think it's the only 9.9 CGC 35-cent cover in existence. So keep your eye out for them. Again, most people know what they're worth, so if you do find one, you probably won't get any deals. But if you happen to have it in your collection already, well then, yeah, you might be sitting on a few bucks there. Iron Man number 63. Now, not a terribly expensive book, I think, according to the comic book realm. Near mint, you're only looking at about $18. Now, I paid $7.50 for this book, and it's a good thing too, because if you look at the book, at first sight, I mean, it looks great. It's white. The pages are white. No, sorry, correction, the pages are not white. The cover's white. There's no damage on the cover. There's no damage on the spine, and the corners look fantastic. But when you open it up, that's when you realize... I'm going to actually open it up in a later episode and show you. I don't know what happened to the inside, but the inside has gone completely to hell. The pages have turned like this brown color and have become very, very brittle. So you've got to be so careful turning the pages or they actually crack. I'll show us. So I don't know how he stored this, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to open it up, take it out of the bag on a later episode and let you have a look. Still, I can use it. It's good for framing, though. Yeah, I know you've all been waiting for this one. I usually throw one of these in with each episode. The Darkness. This issue is obviously issue number 11. Came out January 1998. So it's 16 years old, and I think if you look on Price Guide, obviously this one's got some dents in the spine there, but in near mint condition, you're looking at about $3 for this book. Now, I didn't pay that. I mean, up the street from where I live, we have a store called Consolidated Salvage, and every once in a while they get comic books in, usually nothing of any real interest, but on this particular occasion, they had like a whole big box of them, and it was like 4 for $1, so I picked up, I don't know, 30 or 40 issues, and this was one of the issues I found. Now, this is what I find mind-blowing. Now, obviously, this is a Top Cow Image comic collaboration. Now, maybe someone can explain this to me, because this is one of the issues I have with the new comic industry or the new books nowadays. This particular issue, The Darkness number 11, was available in 15 different covers. 15 variant covers for this one issue alone. That's crazy. I mean, to me, I think that's mind-blowing. What would this book retail for? $250, $2.99? What's that say? I can't even read that price. You're spending almost, or you're spending, you'd have to spend $40 to pick up $40 or $45 to pick up each variant cover of this one particular issue. I mean, to me, that's just crazy. Now, I know some people like variant covers, and I think, you know, maybe a couple variant covers ain't bad, but 15? Come on, that's a bit crazy. I don't know, so maybe that's one of the reasons why this book, even though it's, you know, what, 16 years old, still only worth $3. Anyways, you know, food for thought. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I think that's it. We did, what would we do there? We did, I think we did 8 books. Not bad for a night. Now, if you liked it, please leave a comment, and yeah, thanks for watching. Night.